Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stardom Review. I am your co-host, Andre C. Right over here, it's the slightly disappointed princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
That's an accurate description. Yes, it has been a day. Get something
Yeah.
good, you get something shit. That's how we keep balance.
You get a new phone, but you lose all your strong spirits progress.
Yeah, but I was complaining to you the other day about that game because I was doing my damnedest to try to get Tora, and I was at the point that I lost all of my stuff. I was 8 draws in and had still not gotten Tora, and I did the draw on this new game that I'm starting. Guess who I got on the first draw?
Natsuko Tora, baby. There's an upside to every downside, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I got Tora. I lost an awakened Utami, but I got a Tora. Ay, ay, ay. It is what it is. Can't get it back. And I got some pretty awesome stuff to compensate my feelings of
That's
disappointment.
that is very good. That is very good.
How are you doing, my friend?
Better than yesterday when we talked on the New Japan show. My legs still hurt, but not as
Right.
much.
Mhm.
I can move a lot better. I got my movement back, so doing good. Ripped apart a shelf today, like a shelf I built in high school, like an
Oh,
entertainment unit that I need to get rid of part of it because it was just in the way. So I tore it all apart
yeah.
today. I got some other housework done, rearranged my bedroom. Uh,
Productive day today.
Yeah, somewhat. And I still have more stuff to do after this show, and tomorrow, and on Thursday, and on Friday, and on Saturday. I'm just trying to, make life more comfortable.
Busy, busy, busy.
Very much so. Very, very much so. But we're not too busy to talk about wrestling. But before we do
Yeah.
that, I want to thank each and every one of you for all the great support you have given us here. Please keep liking the videos, sharing this out, and getting all your friends and family subscribed to the channel. Um, Commenting down below because we love hearing from you guys. Reaching out to us on our social medias too because we love to hear from you there too. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can alert every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
No, I don't have any candy as we record this.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm in the basement of my house. This is where I record, and I have all the lights turned off upstairs. I only have the lights in this one room on right now, so that and my lights are on the back of the house too, so people can't see me. So thank freaking Christ, because I could not handle. I don't give candy away to people for free. No, just simply no,
Oh,
no.
Andre,
No.
Andre.
I was one of those people that enjoyed Halloween as a kid and then went, wait, this is stupid as an adult. I don't want to give people candy for free.
Rude, rude. Always
Uh,
Halloween in a Melball soul. But
I,
as
I lived in an I lived in an apartment for 16 years before I moved in this house. I never had to deal with that shit, and I don't want
that's fair,
to.
that's fair. See,
Yeah.
even in my old apartment, I was ground level, so I still got some trick or treaters from the area. But now I live in a townhouse, and I don't know. I've never gotten any children here, so I've just
Yeah.
stopped buying the candy because I usually just end up eating 2 boxes of candy myself.
And like I've going down your street, like your off street there in the dark, it'd be kind of creepy.
Yeah, especially with that one light outside burnt out. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a little ominous.
it's not the most favorable like street or like cul-de-sac, whatever the hell. It's not even a street. It's like a row of housing that has its own road.
Yeah, it's a dead end kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not the most inviting road. I might, if I was a kid, I might just walk by that whole complex.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's one of the safer areas, and
Hmm.
but yeah, it certainly does not give the first appearance of safety any longer. We're not here to talk about Mel's lack of safety, though. We're here to talk about women's professional wrestling.
our Halloween treat is watching some Stardom. I watched a bunch of it early this morning. Got it all finished up. We're here to talk nights 2 and 3 of the Goddess of Stardom Tag League.
Mhm.
Weird recurring nightmare where I'm doing the wrong show in a dream. Stuff for sure. It's a recurring nightmare now. The weird
You've
stresses.
only had it happen once with me, legitimately.
There you go. Or the first. Okay, so night number 2, we're not talking about. We're going to run through the first couple of matches, but the Oedo Tai, Momo Watanabe, and Natsuko Tora, also known as Extra Large, defeated Queen's Quest, Lady C, and Miyu Amasaki. Seira defeated Ami Saray, Mina Shirakawa, and Ruaka in a 4-way match. Those were the undercard matches. We get into the tag league matches. We started out. It's Maximum Zamini, Hanako, and Iida taking on Anecon. Na 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 na. That's all I can think when I see that name. From God's Eye, you have Saki, Kashima, and Syuri. Again, really fun little opening tag match. Iida really getting to shine, especially in there with Syuri getting to use her power against the fighter, and then Hanako just able to come in and use her size throughout in this match. I thought they both did a great job. Well, Saki, I think this is the least scared I've seen her in a match.
She was certainly playing up the scared little girl thing throughout this match, but
early on though, she didn't seem as fearful because she was in there with Iida, so
But when she got in there with Hanako, then she usually would panic.
Yeah, but she was in there with Iida, so again, she seemed more confident in there because she's like, "Oh, I know this girl. I came up with this girl. She's smaller than me. I can do this." But again, really, I thought really good match. Syuri looked good. Saki, they all look good in this. And the match comes. Iida chases Saki to the back or to the far off in the building. Hanako is striking Syuri. Iida cuts back to her. She's being held on the floor by Saki. Hanako gets a suplex, just a big boot, but Syuri ends up pulling Hanako down with the Grand Suzaku, which is a double armbar, while Saki's using a chair to hold Iida out on the floor, and Hanako is forced to tap out.
Yeah, you're right. This was a little fun little opener. There was those little comedic spots throughout it that Saki is very good. She's getting very good for. She wasn't really the comedic girl in Oedo Tai. She was kind of like the snooty girl in Oedo Tai. So I'm enjoying this kind of evolution for her. Be interesting to see where it kind of ends up. Yeah, I don't really have a ton to add to this one.
Yeah, and then after the match, actually the losers got a speech where Hanako says, I lost. Today I was against Syuri-san, who always practices with me. Damn it, it's frustrating. I think there is room for further growth. I want to prove that I can grow. On November 17th, New Blood, on November 17th, New Blood will be making its first foray into Kansai, and I want to show off in my home region of Kansai. Rina, I'm waiting for your reply. Thank you. So it looks like she's going to be the one to challenge Rina at the New Blood show on November 17th. So I'm looking forward to that match.
I as well. Because Rina is, she's taller than Iida, but she is, like most people, in comparison to Hanako, quite smaller. So it'd be interesting to see, but she's also very technical. So
very.
Yeah, so we'll see how that kind of goes. I look forward to that match as well.
Me too. We move on to Mel's pick of the night. It is Divine Kingdom. Maika and Bayne taking on Eye Contact, which is Hanan and Mayu Iwatani. Anything you want to say before I get into this one?
No, go ahead, get into it, and I'll see if I can integrate my stuff into yours.
Hanan using her speed early against Maika. Eye Contact ended up double teaming Maika, get the double drop kick. Maika drops Hanan with the shoulder blocks and slams her. She tags in Bayne, who comes in, slams Maika onto Hanan. Then Maika picks up Bayne and slams her onto it. Hanan again, great spot. Bayne gets Hanan in the corner. She's hitting the shoulder blocks, taking her out with hitting her in the gut with the shoulder in the corner. Maika comes back in, gets a slam for 2. Hanan starts hitting judo tosses. It's a running back elbow. Mayu comes in, gets the the schoolboy hop up into the drop kick to Maika. Mayu then gets a standing guillotine choke, but Maika suplexes her way out using the power right there. Bayne hits a running boot to Mayu and the lariat to Hanan, then splashes them both in the corner. She gets Hanan up on her shoulders and catches Mayu and hits that Samoan drop, fall away slam, and gets a 2 count. It's awesome. I always love when she does that. Mayu doing everything she can to Bayne, but she's really having no effect. So she ends up low bridging her over the top. They end up knocking Bayne and Maika to the floor, and Mayu hits the suicide dive to them, and then Hanan hits a high cross off the top. Bayne and Maika drop them with shoulder blocks on the floor. Hanan gets a standing rear naked choke in the ring, and Mayu tries to whip Bayne into the crowd. Or sorry, it's on the floor. Tries to whip Bayne in the crowd, but Bayne whips her into the crowd. She does the same to Hanan. They catch Mayu on a high cross. Hanan drop kicks them down, runs to the back, and then they're all fighting on the outside. And then, like, Hanan gets back to the ring at like 17. The ref keeps counting. I'm like, come on, Bayne, let's go. And Bayne doesn't make it back, and we get a count out win for eye contact, which I think is the safest way to have them beat this team.
Realistically, the only way they would be able to have this team win something legitimately.
Like I could take if they did it, having Mayu pin Maika, being that it's the IWGP champion pinning Maika, but I wouldn't have anybody pin Bayne. But having Bayne get counted out makes so much sense.
It does. I wasn't a fan of the count out win, but like now that we talk about it, it's the only way it would make sense for them to obtain the 2 points as opposed to it going to a draw, because we know that Mayu could make it to that draw. She could survive. Hanan maybe not, but Mayu probably could. Yeah, this was a huge display of power from Divine Kingdom. It's just like Team Melball's girl crush. Love it. And I love the matching gear with Maika's little fan headdress and everything. They just look so cool. Every time they come out, I'm just like, yes, queens, slay. Hanan, I believe she actually pulled off and everything is Hanan on Maika at one point.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I think I called it a judo sweep, but same thing.
Yeah, everything is Hanan. Because everything is better than evil. Yeah. It was a fun power match for Maika and Bayne, but it was also a fun kind of resiliency match for Hanan and Mayu. I mean, Mayu just could survive everything. We've seen her roll down 3 flights of stairs. Indestructible, that one. Yeah, very, very fun. I absolutely love this match. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Very good match. We move on. There wasn't a speech after that one. Nope, there was no speech after that one. We're good. We move on. It's MiraiSaku, my Sakurai, and Mirai taking on FWC, Hazuki, and Koguma. Hazuki running to grab the money that Mai was throwing up during her posing on the top rope. Pretty goddamn funny. And then Mirai wearing the light up shoes.
Yes. Aren't those cool? Very
very cool.
What is her name now? Trinity?
Yes.
Yeah. Very Trinity-esque. I loved it. I loved it
too. FWC double team Mai early, get the drop toe hold into the senton, into the splash. Then they follow with the sandwich drop kick. Hazuki gets the face wash and running boot. Then Koguma gets the little stomps into the big stomp, but she only gets a 1 count. Mai fights back, hits a running kick. Mirai comes in. She hits a drop kick off of an Irish whip. Then fights off the double team from FWC, and then spins it around, gets Koguma into making Hazuki getting Koguma into DDT position, then lariats uh, Hazuki down, who ends up DDTing Koguma. It was actually pretty funny. Mirai goes to the top, hits the top rope drop kick for 2. Koguma ends up fighting back and hitting the Koguma cutter. Mirai and Hazuki trade lariats, then they trade shots at center. Mirai unloads, but Hazuki gets the running boot, but Mirai gets a lariat, and they're both down. Mai gets the boot in the corner and the seated drop kick for 2. Mai gets caught up on the ropes, and Hazuki hits a running boot. Koguma gets stopped by Mirai, and Mirai throws the stack of gets stopped by one of them, and the other one throws the money in her face. It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then holds her on the mat for Mai to hit a drop kick. Leg drop final cut by Mai to Koguma for 2. FWC double team that ends with Koguma hitting a flatliner for 2. Koguma hits a top rope drop kick for 2. Koguma and Hazuki hit dual DDT, sending MiraiSaku to the floor. Hazuki goes for the suicide dive, but MiraiSaku move out of the way, and she ends up suicide diving Koguma on the floor. Little bit of miscommunication right there. Mai hits the top rope drop kick in the ring, and to Koguma, and Mirai hits the roll in flatliner, but Koguma reverses a suplex to get the pin, but it gets broken up. MiraiSaku hit the Stars wheelbarrow bulldog, and Mai hits the Falcon Arrow on Koguma for 2. Mai hits an elbow off the top, but the pin gets broken up. Mai whips Hazuki out of the ring, and she gets the Mai Pan roll, which is a crucifix pin on Koguma, and they get the win.
I was surprised.
Me too.
Oh my!
This was FWC's my pick, and
yeah, that and just the experience that the two of them have together, though. I definitely thought that they were gonna pick up the win because my Sakurai Mirai, very, very new, very, I wouldn't say inexperienced team because both the wrestlers themselves very, very accomplished and very good wrestlers, but they don't usually pair together. So to see them win over a team that's this is their third time participating in this tournament. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Holy heck. My Sakurai has just really become a fun, entertaining part of the show for Stardom for me. This evolution of this lady ship character, I absolutely live for it. It's so much fun.
Yeah. So we did get speeches after the match. Good evening to all you super commoners, Maya saying, here at Corkin Hall. We got off to a good start by winning in the tag league against the talented FWC. Also, the next pay-per-view in Osaka, and Donald Del Mondo is proposing a Moneyball tournament, the one where the ball fell last year. So that's going to happen again with 10 million yen in prize money. I hope the ball doesn't fall. I hope they secure the ball better this time. I really do. Last year I watched the pay-per-view. It was brutal. Then Mirai gets the mic. She says 10 million. I want the prize money. I want it. But I want to have a title match for this white belt. Is there anyone out there with the soulful challenge? And she just stands there waiting. Nobody. Just nobody. Then she goes, anybody? And then finally, Seira Yanu makes her way out.
Yeah.
Wearing a very dope Cosmic Angel shirt, by the way. It literally says Cosmic Angel, says circle around, then has like a UFO above it. I was like, yes.
So cute.
I'm totally down. If I could find one in my size, I want that shirt. She comes in the ring, says, Mirai-san, I beat you in the 5-star GP, didn't I? I'll never forget the feeling of touching the belt on that day. Will you let me challenge? And Mirai just looks at her and just has the biggest smile on her face. She's so excited. She says, of course. I think everyone would like that. And then Anu leaves. She says, I will defend the belt with all my soul. I hope you will all support me with your super soul. And then Mai goes to leave, but Mirai goes, not yet. And says, and with that, please, and Mai goes, please excuse me, and then they go, with all my soul. Mai says, with all my soul, and then Mirai goes, please excuse me. I loved it. It was a great little finish there.
Yeah, these two are the kind of, I don't want to say like comedic relief, but they are kind of the like Taguchi,
Yeah.
DKC without like being too goofy.
But I feel like Taguchi and DKC, as soon as I look at them, I go, yeah, they're not going to win shit. Where I look at like, or they're not going to have like, they're not going to be a serious contender.
They're not going to be in the finals, that's for dang sure.
Where I look at Mai and Mirai, while they're down on the same team, I believe these two could be a finals team easily.
Hmm.
I don't want it because I want FWC to be a finals team, but they have that ability. They have that gravitas.
I mean, as I said, they are accomplished wrestlers on their own. Maybe that is all that they need.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Yeah.
We move on to the main event of night number 2. It is Crazy Star, Seira, and Suzuki taking on Mafia Bella, Giulia, and Tekla. New matching red gear for Mafia Bella. Man, these girls change up their gear more than anybody in this business.
So much, but we love it.
It's just like simple red leather or latex or spandex or something. I don't know what it was.
I'm going to assume it's like a pleather, like a fake leather.
Yeah.
To elasticity.
Look good.
Yes.
Giulia gets Suzu up top early, then just like pulls her off and hits the Northern Light suplex. It was really weird. Suzu gets a snapmare and PK to the back. Okay, I guess shit. I'm not doing a full recap on this one. Sorry. Really good opening though. Like they had Suzu and Giulia had a really good back and forth. I just went into my normal mode. I'm sorry. Like the fight with Mai and Tekla up top, and then was it Suzu and Tekla up top in this match, and then her just tossing Suzu with that spider suplex. God, I love that move. I love that spider suplex.
That was May. Was
it Mai that she tossed? Okay, I couldn't remember which one it was.
May, not Mai.
May, not mine. May. Yeah, again, I really enjoyed that. I love that move. Giulia's technical ability is very underrated. Where she has the ability, there's one spot where she just picked the leg, spun Suzu and pulled her into this SCF super quickly, and it looked really impressive.
So good.
Yeah, again, it's those little things that you see there. The end of the match, though, comes Bulldog Flatliner by Mafia Bella, that or Hammerlock Flatliner Bulldog thing where Giulia falls back. And then they hit the dual head kicks for 2. May comes back in with, that was to Suzu. May comes back with a drop kick, and then Crazy Star gets the dual head kicks. May hits a suplex for 2. Tekla stops the power bomb and gets a Euro clutch, but it's broken up, and May gets a snap suplex. Snap sunset flip for 2. I wrote snap sundit for W. So that made no sense to me. Typing too quickly. Top rope dropkick German suplex combo by Crazy Star to Tekla, and May hits the run, picks her up, running power bomb, and Crazy Star gets the win.
This was one I didn't expect.
No.
I expected this to be a great match, and it was. But I didn't expect Suzu and May to pick up the win on this one. It was a fun ride, though. Man, was Tekla fired up for this one. Loved it. Yeah, I'm not going to add too much to that. You kind of covered all of the bases.
So we did get a speech afterwards. They get presented a giant check with what I'm assuming is like deodorant. I don't know.
Don't you remember in the early days of NJPW Strong when Carl Frederick and Alex Coughlin, Gabe Kidd, was it Gabe Kidd? I think he was involved in some of them. And Clark Connors, they were advertising those cleaning supplies. Yeah. And Coughlin was like, the stains were removed. and Carl Fredericks would always be like, "That's pretty cool."
Yeah.
Do you remember those commercials?
Yes, I
That was
do.
the same brand.
Hmm.
I was excited to see it anyway. I didn't know what was going on, but I was excited.
Yeah. So the guest speech we did it, Cork in Maine. We won. Well, everyone, how was it? This is May speaking. Crazy Star. I think we can win the championship with this momentum. Please come and watch all our matches. And with this belt, she's indicating to her high speed title. I want to take on various challenges. November 18th at Edion Arena is the anniversary of May's debut. I want to make my first defense successful that day, but before that, there's an opponent I've been a little curious about for a while. Momoka Hanazono. Please be my first defense opponent. Thank you. Well then, since I won, shall we close out with Crazy Star? Do we have an ending? And she's like, Suzu goes, "Do we have an ending?" And then May goes, "I got it." I fell in, and they talk in a bunch of Japanese, arranging what they're gonna say, and they go, "I fell in love with Crazy Star 5 seconds ago." Just simple, interesting, and yeah.
So sweet. I mean, I'm sure it actually translates to something more exciting.
Yeah.
But nice little closeout. It's sweet. It's cute.
Yeah. I
It's
enjoyed it.
weird now for me, not like I thought she was a child.
No, she's like 22 or 23. I think we figured out.
She's older. She's
Yeah.
not. She looks
21.
like she's 14.
21
She's
years old.
not. Oh well, that's still young. Think of the children.
Yeah, but again, not as young as you thought.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Sorry. I have Cat messaging me right now. Our friend Cat. So I apologize.
I can't. And I just saw Astrid went live with their NXT Taking Over show.
There we go. Lots of stuff going on while we're talking.
Astrid and Ed.
Lots and lots happening. So we move on
Yeah.
to night number 3. The opening matches: Lady C defeats Ruaka, and then Maika and Megan Bayne defeat Amisure and Saki Kashima. So we get into it. The first match is Melball's pick. It's Maximum's Up Mini taking on Hanako and Iida, taking on Crazy Stars and Seira and Suzuki. May tries to use her speed early, but Hanako is a wall. Or do you have anything before I get into this?
No, go.
Yeah, May's just like running into a wall. It's simple as that. It was great. Hanako uses Iida as a battering ram and then drops Iida onto May and then drops the knee, but the pin gets broken up. Suzu sends Iida to the floor. May hits a drop kick. May gets the hair pull camel clutch to Hanako, which was a little mean. And Suzu hits a running kick to the face. Suzu attacks in the corner. It's a running double knees in the corner. May comes back in. They double team Hanako, but Hanako dives out of the way in the corner. Hits May with Suzu. Like she gets her up on the shoulder, then smacks May with the feed. Then stacks them in the corner. Hits the splash. Then hits a running crossbody to both, and he gets a 2 count, pinning both of them in the 2 count too, which is impressive.
Yes.
So it's really a 4. Technically, she should have won. Really, she got a 4 technically.
I'm not good at math, but I don't think that's how it works.
No, she's only technically pinning one of them. Speed chop. Iida's in. She getting the speed chops to May, but Suzu interferes. Iida fights her off, ends up pinning May for 2. May gets drop toe hold and a roll through into a whip and drop kick. Suzu takes out Hanako, hits the drive by to Iida. Iida fights back with a jumping double chop. They trade strike to center. Suzu gets a hard shot to the face, and Crazy Star hit dual kicks to Iida. Suzu hangs Iida up on the ropes, hits the nest, the German. Shout out to Nest, it ain't Nixon. She goes to the top, but Hanako tosses her off, and Iida hits the shoulder block off the top, and Iida and Hanako hit a suplex and lariat combo, which was actually really cool because Hanako lifts her up into the delay suplex, and Iida runs in, lariats her, and they take it down. I love that little double team there. Hanako misses tossing Iida onto Suzu, and May drop kicks her out. They hit the MX German suplex combo to Iida. Suzu hits multiple head kicks, but Iida grabs her on the pin attempt and gets her own pin for 2. Suzu hits the running kick, but Iida comes back to the sliding lariat for 2. Iida stops tequila shot, ducks a roundhouse, gets Iida Bashi, but the pin gets broken up. May hits a blockbuster off the top rope, and Suzu hits a half Nelson slam, but Hanako breaks the pin up. Suzu hits tequila shot, but Iida kicks 2.9. Suzu then hits the deadlift bridging German suplex and gets the win.
That was a hell of an ending, too.
Mm-hmm.
Holy heck. Super impressive. Super impressive. Because she just wandered around the ring with Iida in the position before just whoop. There she went.
Yeah.
This wasn't the opening match of the show, obviously, but opening match for the tag league, for the Goddess of Stardom tag show that we had for the night. This was a great way to set up the rest of the show.
Oh yeah.
I really love the team of Crazy Star. Maximum Zamini has also been super fun to watch. But Crazy Star has really been like the sudden superstar emergence team this year, especially in correlation with when they cycle out Maika and Megan Bayne. I really do feel like these 4 women are probably a better faction, the 4 of them together, as opposed to where they are right now.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah. But yeah, super fun. I love this match. Hanako's coming along so nicely. And I love that every time her and Iida come out, they add a little something to their team. The first night they came out, it was really you could see the awkwardness in their poses. They didn't know what they were doing. Tonight they came out, they were confident. They knew what they were wanting to do. Yeah, they kind of had this Iida's pose as well as the
she goes down and then she goes into her flex, but then goes
into Hanako's little cursplosion.
I really liked it.
Yeah, we're watching this team grow together through this tournament. I suspect that we're going to see Hanako join Stars when she chooses a team to join.
It's possible.
She certainly works a lot more and a lot better with them.
We'll see.
Although she did pick up some of the stuff from Mina Shirakawa for the Club Venus intro, so.
And she does train with. She did say on the last show she trained, she regularly trains with Syuri. So. There's a lot of possibilities out there for this girl.
She is certainly not going to Uedo Tai.
I doubt it. It'd be interesting if she did.
Could you imagine?
Just evil Hanako. I'm down for that.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, we move on. God, are you sorry? Are you good?
Yeah.
I'm looking aware. I just want to make sure.
No, we're good.
We have O2 line Azumi and Miyu Amasaki taking on FWC, Hazuki, and Koguma. Again, Miyu off the hop is just this little firecracker, just running drop kicks at Hazuki. But Hazuki's not going down. It's just Miyu doing everything she can to take her down, but she ends up getting overpowered by FWC. Again, really fun early start to there. She did get her pendulum DDT in the match, and I love that pendulum DDT. I really do. Azumi though in a rocket when she was in this match. Again, Hazuki and Guma very similar to the night before and everything, and a lot what they did. But Azumi, it's when she's in there, she's a rocket. She's constantly moving. She's so quick. I don't know how she. Again, I'm gonna say she never technically lost her title because somebody else got pinned for it. But because nobody, she's so fast, it's so hard to take a title off of her. It's she's just so good. Her drop kicks are crisp. Everything is so smooth that she does. I'm so impressed with her. In the end, though, Koguma ends up. Pardon?
High speed genius.
Yeah. In the end, Koguma slams Azumi in the ring. Hazuki gets the top rope sent on for 2. Off the shoulder cutter by FWC. Hazuki tries the suplex, but as Azumi gets out, hits a Canadian destroyer, and then locks Koguma in with the Azumi sushi, and she gets the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Yes.
I was surprised again. This is my pick lost again. God damn it. But
not a good beginning for FWC.
But they are going against another team that is an experienced team in this tournament. Technically, because O2 Line were in this tournament last year.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Not the best beginning for O2 Line either, though. As I believe they had to forfeit the first match because of an injury on, I believe it was Azumi.
What? No,
Didn't they?
No, the only forfeit is the Tam and Yuna forfeit from night 1 against
that's
Mirai
probably what
Suzu.
I was reading. Okay.
Yeah, that's the forfeit. These two are 1-0 right now. I'll show the graphic at the end. It shows them as 1-0. So
good, because that would be bad for them to be having the start that FCW or FWC. Why do I dyslexia? That's fun.
Well, FCW is a well-known promotion from way back in
the day. But I didn't watch it, and I'm literally looking at the thing, reading it off the screen. Good times. Good times. FWC kind of having the Kushida tournament.
Hopefully they're going to bounce back. I'm praying.
Yeah, I mean, they are kind of working, I think, a little bit more closely with NJPW people. So I think we might be seeing like the Cinderella story kind of thing starting to come in there, which would be fun. It'd be fun for them. I would like to see that happen for them. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add to this one.
Again, really just good, fun match.
Yeah, 100%.
We move on to my pick of the evening. It's MiraiSaku. Mirai and my Sakurai and Mirai taking on eye contacts Hanan and Mayu Iwatani. I love this match. I thought it was really, really good. I very much enjoyed this. Mayu gets the best of Mayu gets the best of Mai starting out, and eye contact double team Mai with drop kicks or with double kicks in the ropes and running kicks to the head. Mayu gets a PK to the back of Mai and gets 2. Mayu tries to fight back, but Mayu drops her with a kick to the chest, gets a camel clutch, and then she's like holding in a camel clutch and just kind of lets her go, sits on her back for a second, then just stands up. It was really weird. It was really weird. Mayu comes back with a jumping kick to the chest when Mayu's running and tags in Mirai. Mirai taking it to Mayu and hits a drop kick for 2. Hanan comes in to help Mayu, but Mirai hits a lariat to Mayu, making her like she does a thing where she locks the Hanan in a DDT position on Mayu and lariats Mayu down. Looked really good. Mayu gets the dodge, the dodge out of the corner and a roll up into a kick to the head of Mirai. Mayu ducking shots, landing forearms to Mirai, but Mirai gets her modified angle slam. I don't know what to call it. It's called a modified angle slam at this point. That's what the closest thing it looks like to. Mayu hits the sling blade, and both are down. Hanan in with a drop kick and the cross body off the second to Mirai for 2. Mirai blocks the Northern Lights suplex with a guillotine choke, but Hanan fights out and hits a judo toss. Mai throws money in Hanan's face, and Mirai hits a flatliner. Mai in with a running boot to the face and a boot in the corner, and then hits a drop kick for 2. Mai gets the Paradise Lock on, sits on her, but Mayu comes in, but Mai had the wherewithal to like get up and drop toe hold Mayu into Hanan, breaking the Paradise Lock. I thought it was really good. Or tripping her up and having her fall into the Paradise Lock. Mai gets the inverted DDT stunner, and then the stunner contact to both members of eye contact, and hits the second rope drop kick to Hanan for 2. Hanan blocks the Northern Lights, and Mayu hits a super kick into Everything is Hanan for 2. This is where I noted Everything is Hanan. Mirai and Mai double team Hanan, they hit the wheelbarrow bulldog, which is just very much a Stars move. And Mai hits the Northern Light suplex for 2. Mai goes to the top, but Mayu pushes her to the floor. Mayu hits a head scissors to Mirai, sending her to the floor, and hits a suicide dive to both on the floor. Back in the ring, running back elbow, and the running famouser by Hanan for 2. Mai hits a bulldog, but Hanan hits the backdrop suplex. Hanan calls for a move, but gets rolled through, and Mayu and Mirai are in, like, come in, and just a giant weird mess. But Mayu ends up getting a roll up, it gets broken up. Stars do a double underhook DDT, and Hanan gets that fall away slam bridge for 2. Then Hanan hits a bridging, like this back. They call it backdrop drive, but it looked more like a regalplex to me, because she picked the leg underhooked the leg and had the leg up as she did a backdrop driver. That
Yeah.
looked like, but she didn't trap over the one shoulder to grab the
Mhm.
lock, but it was like half regalplex backdrop driver. It looked really good, and
Yeah.
Hanan picks up the win. Like, that surprised me more than anything.
Yeah.
That
Pleasantly
Hanan
surprised.
pinned Mai to
Mhm.
win this. Like, that was surprising as hell.
Yeah, and especially given the beginning when she started out with Mayu, you know, she wasn't being her like ladyshipish self. She kind of like serious up for the time that she was facing Mayu. So I
Mm-hmm.
was really surprised that they had her take the loss in this one.
Me too.
Yeah. What to say? What to say? I actually didn't write down any notes for this one, so I'm just trying to like think about anything else I could say about this one because this was a fun match. This was a
Yeah.
really fun match, and I do enjoy seeing, you know, how the teams are starting to kind of come together. Mirai really is kind of coming in to help be that protector for the ladyship, but the ladyship very technically sound on her own, doing pretty good to defend herself. And I'm noticing my really having that kind of same similar resiliency that Kashima Saki is kind of known for. And
Hmm.
she really kind of showed that off in this one again, especially against Mayu. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, really good match. That's
Mhm.
why it was my pick of the night, because I just had a lot of fun watching this match. And
Yeah.
I have to really shout out Mayu's new gear, the red and blue top, the blue and white gear she has. I really like the new gear. Kind of is
Oh,
the
my
transit
Iwatani, yeah.
on Mayu. It's just, again, new gear compared. Like, it's, again, similar style to what she's always worn, but she's updated the colors, and I really like it. Like, going from her old,
Mhm.
like, green and pink one, and the other ones that she had. I really like this one.
I do too. It looks very, I don't want to say it looks Harley Quinn because it doesn't look Harley Quinn. It's like fun and cute. And I really like how her tails are different every single night.
Mm-hmm. And it's very much raw USA. Like, she's coming over here in a couple weeks to
That
defend
is
for
true.
IWGP belts. Maybe that's why she got the gear made for her
There you
American
go.
debut, or sorry, her American return. She has worked over here when she was on ROH as
Correct.
the ROH Women's Champion. I'm
Correct.
very wrong about saying debut. I apologize. We move on to the main event. It is extra large. Momo Watanabe and Natsuko Tora taking on Mafia Bella, Giulia, and Tekla. Tekla right off the hop trying to get like roll ups early, and like really like trying to bait Momo to attacking her when she's in the spider pose. But like Momo's like, no, I'm not doing that. I know what's gonna happen if I do this. I quite enjoyed that.
I mean, smart wrestling on Thekla's part because she knows that, I mean, in this situation, she was the smallest girl in the ring. Like, you
Hmm.
got Momo Watanabe, who's just known for her strikes. You got Natsuko Tora, who is just she is savage and she is on a roll right now. You know, I don't want to tussle with those girls. I want to roll them up and get out of Dodge.
Yeah, so they end up on the floor at one point, and Tora tosses Julie in the chair. Then she gets her and she tosses her into the chairs again. Then she takes water from, I think it was Ruaka, drinks some, and then just spits it in Julia's face, just like, screw
Yeah.
you. Again, overall, really good match. I thought with these two teams, a good match. Like, it wasn't my favorite on the night, but like
Mm.
I think they did a good job. Good back and forth. Julia, I'd love to see her go into a program with Natsuko Tora at this point, maybe over the strong title. So I think those two could have a
Ooh.
couple. When they were in there together, they look really good together. I
Yes,
think they
I
could have
agree.
a good little fight there. End of the
Hmm.
match comes though. XL Large goes for the double team, but Julia stops it, and gets the Euro clutch, or Thekla gets the Euro clutch, but Tora breaks on Momo, but Tora breaks it up. Tekla gets the octopus lock on Momo, but Starlight Kid distracts the ref. Tora hits Tekla with the bat, and Momo hits the dude buster, but Julia breaks up the pin. Giulia gets tossed out of the ring. They hit the suplex into the sit-out spine buster. And Momo hits Thekla with the Hito Danashi driver, which is that front dude buster. And Mafia Bella lose, going 0-2 in their first 2 matches. And Exile gets the big old win here to go, I think, 2-0, I want to say.
We'll look at the graphic after.
Yeah, they're going 2-0 now. It's crazy, man.
I mean, yeah. Especially when you have, 2 of the 3 Artists of Stardom champions. And Giulia being a double champion, also the NGPW Strong Women's champion. I mean, she wasn't the one who took the pin, but still. I mean, but then look at what they're facing. I mean, again, what I said at the beginning, you want to get them pinned and out of Dodge as quickly as possible. You don't want them getting their hands on you or the shit that they have at ringside. So,
Yep.
this was a fun match, but you're right. It wasn't like a spectacular, crazy thing that I kind of was expecting, because the energy of Mafia Bella, though very, very calm, Giulia and Thekla as wrestlers are very, aggressive and dominant, and they're loud, especially Thekla. Very, very loud. So I was looking forward to the 2 of these teams going at it pretty good. I still feel I got a lot out of it. I just wasn't.
It didn't hit the way I thought this match was going to hit.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it, because I expected something else, and most of those expectations were met.
Yeah.
I just would have liked to see maybe a little bit more, but maybe that's for another time.
Yeah, again, I want to see Giulia and Tora do it in the singles. So I think those 2 would be awesome.
I mean, and look at how Tora's looking now. Holy heck.
She's looking killer these days, man.
So marketable as a great heel. Just saying.
So we're just going to get to the point totals here at the end. I'm going to just turn that off for a second. So we've got in the Red Goddess division, we have Mafia Bella, 0-2, 0 points. We have Anecon. They are 1-1 with 2 points. We have Moonlight Venus, 1-0 with 2 points. Crazy Star, 2-0-1 with 5 points. Maximum Zamini 0-3 with 0 points. I think they're out of this tournament because they only got 3 matches left. I don't know if they can rally back at this point. Extra Large have 2-0 with 4 points. Then Prominence are 0-1 with a draw with 1 point. Over in the Blue Stars division, we have Cosmic Angels are 0-1. We have not talked about them yet because Tam Nakano was out with an knee injury, so they had to forfeit their first match. We're hoping to get back, or I just hope they pull like Seriano or somebody else to team with. You have to pull Anu at this point if it's going to be anybody else from Cosmic Angels. The team with Yuna just to finish this tournament out. But yeah, Eye Contact are 2-1 with 4 points. You have MiraiSaku, 2-1 with 4 points. One of those wins is coming from the forfeit win over Cosmic Angels on what was supposed to be the first night of the tournament. FWC 1-2 with 2 points. O2 Line 1-0 with 2 points. Divine Kingdom 1-1 with 2 points. And then the Reiwa Tokyo Towers are 0-1 with 0 points.
Interesting to see who's far along and who isn't, and how many matches there's been with who and such not, and who's had only 1 match and who's had 3 or 4 already.
Cool. Well, yeah, because again, like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 4 teams that have actually wrestled multiple 3 matches. One that has wrestled 2 and has had a forfeit win on a third. And a bunch of other teams still have 1 match only in. So again, it's just their odd scheduling for this is what it is.
Yeah. That's kind of what they're known for, though. We've seen this before.
Yeah, very much so. But again,
glorious chaos.
glorious chaos. But yeah, very good tournament so far. I very much enjoyed these ladies. But before we get out of here, it's come to the end of another show. You can find me on the X Mastodon, Blue Sky, and Hive at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. Over here on the Andre Mobile Wrestling Facebook page. If you want to talk to me through Facebook, you can find me this Friday night talking low key over on Our Local Establishment, twitch.tv/Our Local Establishment on Marvel Talk with my boy, old Ed. We talked about it over there. You can also see the live stream on youtube.com/at Our Local Establishment. You can also see the replay over there at youtube.com/at Our Local Establishment. Check that out. And then don't forget to hit our buddy Mike the Ref, simulcasting all of our great stuff over there on Backbreaker Video, youtube.com/at Backbreaker Video. Lots of great wrestling content there. If you want to see his live content, go to twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. You can watch his AEW watch along with him on Wednesday, all his great gaming content. If you want replays of his gaming content, go to youtube.com/at Backbreaker_gaming, where you can find him, Mr. PJC, Mr. Rick Jules, and that freaking guest, Miss Kayla J.
Kayla J. Is that a J? I love Kayla J.
You very much do. Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow on Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on Our Local Establishment's programming, Paramindful with Alex the Werewolf, every couple of weeks. We've got a few things coming up for you guys at the end of the year, so you want to stay tuned to find out what we got planned for you. You can also find me on Astro Pizarro's YouTube channel with our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We're hoping to have a special guest on our next show where we are discussing the women's PWI 250 there. So that's going to be a fun show to talk about. And that should be coming out on a Friday. So stay tuned to our socials to see what time that is coming out. What else? If you're wanting to watch Stardom, you can find it at Stardom-World.com. We will leave the link in the description box below. It is 990 yen, or approximately $10 Canadian. Hello, there you go. Shout out Sean Spears, but it's actually more like $7.15 US, so like a little closer to $8 for us, but still great.
I paid $9.52 on the one that was just charged to me. So I don't know if it's a new charge or if it's just what the old charge number was. I don't know.
You know what? I got an email about it today that I haven't looked at yet, so maybe that's what that's saying.
It says it won't be charged until after the new schedule up. So I'm pretty, and I look back, I pay about $9.52 a month, or as it is. So
well, there you go. Andre has been keeping the price from it. It's not $10; it is $9.50. $9.50. But that is still a great price for some amazing wrestling from the ladies. You can go there and watch some of the stuff that we talked about today. You can go back into the vault of stuff that they have there, see some familiar faces like WWE's Piper Niven, Shayna Baszler, Blair Davenport, who is known as B. Priestley. You can see AEW stars Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter. You can also see people like Io Sky, Io Shirai, whatever she's known as in the WWE. So you want to go check that out. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
No, I just want to thank y'all for coming over and hanging out and watching us and liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, sharing it out to all your friends and family. Whether you hate them, whether you love them, just share us to them.
Your mortal enemies.
Yeah, all of them. Please keep commenting down below because we love talking to you. Don't forget to hit our social medias to talk to us there too. And also hit the notification bell so you can alert every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
I said I have no candy.
Give us the candy. And that being said, I am your Momo. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah!